everyone, my name's Danielle. I'm here in Calgary with a Springs Canada update. In our last update, we gave you a tour of our Calgary facility, and today we want to keep you up to date on what's happening with our renovations, primarily in the kitchen area. In fact, you can probably hear some construction happening right now. Anyways, if you don't remember, here is what our kitchen used to look like. It was pretty dated and needing a lot of repair and updating, so we're up to code in order to do more events. At Springs, we place a big focus on hospitality, and this kitchen will play a big part in doing so. Having a space to adequately prepare refreshments for our guests, our volunteers, and events will be a huge blessing to our church. We've updated the cabinets, we've arranged the layout to accommodate more volunteers, we've upgraded our appliances. As well, we replaced all the windows, and we're not just talking about the kitchen area, but across the entire church. When we removed the old single pane windows, it turns out that the exterior wall never had the proper support in place. In fact, the only support the wall had were the windows themselves. So the wall actually just fell right in. The wall is all fixed up now, and we have much better windows. Excellence has always been at the forefront of what we do. We make it a priority to put our best foot forward to grow the church. We've really seen some great growth in the number of people that have been attending Springs Calgary since we purchased our own facility 16 months ago. Being able to have 2 services has given us the room we needed to expand and seat more people. With our own facility, we can do more events to reach out to our community and show them that Springs is a family that cares. We're able to do movie nights, family carnivals, sporting events, worship and miracle nights, and so much more to make it easy for people to bring their family and friends to. Here are just a few stories of some people that decided to make Springs their home this past year.
To get taller or anything?
I was fortunate enough to be driving by one time on Elbow Drive and saw your sign, and I knew right away I wanted to come in and check it out.
We actually lived here once before in 2012 to 2013. I didn't find Calgary a great experience, so I went back home to Winnipeg. And because we got involved at Springs Winnipeg, our move then in 2014 was seamless, and it was so welcoming on the first Sunday at Springs Calgary.
As soon as we walked in, we heard the worship, and we were like, wow, this is definitely home.
We'd been kind of looking for something different and special, especially a place that was a church family that we could raise our kids in, and we hadn't felt that in literally years. And I was just like, okay, God, there's got to be something good for us. So when we came, I was like, oh my gosh, I love this place. I knew right away there was something special.
Our pastors, Leanne and Sally Fontaine, and their kids are all involved in the ministry, and it's a real testimony.
And also just the testimonies people share about answered prayer. And I really appreciate how Leon gives an invitation to receive Christ at the end of every service.
I think for me, the best part was actually Pastor Leon's sermon and message, and it was just like, wow, it actually touched us, and it was good. It was like real. It was something that actually we could take with us and bring to work and just change our life kind of thing.
And I think for me the biggest thing was it just challenged me in my walk, with God, and I've already in 1 year have seen changes in even my own relationship with God that I've just never experienced in 22 years.
As soon as you come in the door here, people are like on you to say hello, and they want to know more about you, and you feel like you want to come back because people care about you there instead of just disappearing into the crowd.
I kind of been joking with people as I'm talking about this church, and just like, because there's something so special here, and I say, I feel like every time I go to church on Sunday, I go to the spiritual chiropractor. Because I've been brought up in church my whole life, I just feel like I get this ounce of adjustment on my spiritual walk. That's next level stuff, and I've just been so hungry for that for so long.
We love Springs and the families that are here. It's like there's a place for everybody, and right now we're expecting, and our baby will be born in September, and we've been able to be surrounded by families that are growing as well. So it's cool to be able to see everybody in their different parenting styles and learn from different ones and pull from other ones. And so we feel like it's another area that we're growing in.
If you're brand new to church, there's a good chance this is the first time you're hearing of the Springs Canada campaign. What God has done through our church is nothing short of miraculous. And we believe that in order to go further and to continue to reach others for Jesus, we need to do our part. Springs Canada allows us to do just that. With this campaign, not only are we updating our Calgary facility, we're believing to have the necessary funding to plant a Springs Church in every major city in Canada. To date, we've received $2.3 million out of the $4.3 million that has been pledged. So you can see there is still some ways to go. To those who have pledged, this is a reminder to keep your commitment and continue giving. If Springs is your home church and you're new here, you can still become part of our campaign today. While you fill out your giving envelope, mark the amount of your donation on the Springs Canada line. That money will go towards the campaign. Together, we'll do more than we ever hoped or dreamed of to impact people with the love of God, not only here in Calgary, but across the nation.